welcome to Durban, the show that's about everything X-Factor.
Extra Factor. It's getting seriously serious.
Bubbles.
Wonder Boy.
Eliezer.
4.
Princess.
Izzy Kaza.
It's time to face the Extra Factor. Last week's X Factor show was themed the Great South African Songbook, and our 6 talented contestants sang their hearts out.
But one heart was broken.
Now the X Factor has talent both in front of and behind the camera. Wandi gets to chat to some of the passionate team players who make an awesome show happen.
Including the man responsible for bringing X Factors to South Africa, whilst also following around the contestants that are in the running for the coveted X Factor title.
Plus a whole lot more, but first, let's check out a review of the show. Your incredible performances from our top 6 finalists who paid homage to some of South Africa's greatest musicians, and I'm sitting with 2 of them from the show, the Unders. Unfortunately, it's the end of the road for one of you. Princess.
It's side.
That's all right.
Yeah. You had a tough week, Bubbles, eh?
Yeah, it was a very tough one for me.
Why?
On Friday before the show where I sang All About the Bass, my grandfather passed away, and I only found out on Sunday after the show.
So, Princess, how hectic you had to sing Zonke's song, Feelings.
It was really hectic.
Dude. Dude.
It was awkward. But it was amazing, though, hey?
Yeah.
It was. It was such an honor to sing her song. And she's a judge, for crying out loud. She's not even your mentor and you're singing her song. But it was great. I loved every moment of it. It's always about you and what you're gonna do to me today. Always about you.
And how did you psych yourself up before you got on the stage?
I just looked at her. Don't say anything bad. Don't. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay.
At the end of the day, we have to remember that it is a competition and someone has to go home. So let's take a look at their single.
In the bottom 2 are Princess and Bubbles. And hoping to get her out of the bottom, she's singing It's James's At Last.
But right now, I am going to send Princess home.
Mosquito says he'll be sending Princess home. Zonke?
I'm gonna base my decision again on the sing-off. And I'm sending Bubbles home.
Zonke sending Bubbles home, which leaves it all to their mentor, Arno. Arno, who are you sending home?
All right. I must make my decision also on the history of what has been happening. And Princess, you've been in the bottom 2 too many times. I still believe you got the best voice in X Factor, and I stand by that. But tonight, I have to send you home.
Hey, Princess, you broke our hearts. I mean, you had Wandi in tears.
It was a shock. My heart was just in pain.
It was a bittersweet moment for me because I was thinking, oh, she sang it so beautifully. She nailed it.
Every time in the bottom 2, the songs you'll sing, the safe songs you'll sing, are incredible.
That's because we choose them ourselves.
Oh, yeah?
Booyah.
So you choose your own safe songs?
Yeah,
we do.
What's the criteria on choosing them? Like,
you choose any song you want, the one that you trust yourself in. That, you know, this one I can nail it.
Nail it.
Do you feel like you've grown, Princess, from the first time you were here?
From your critics to growing as an artist and as a person, I feel like I've definitely grown. And my fans have been there with me from the get-go.
What's the big thing that Princess is taking home with her?
I'm taking home the love that I got from my fans.
Your fans?
Yes, that's what I'm taking home with me, and I will never forget.
So do you want to know what they've been saying?
I want to know what they've been saying.
I want to know what they've been saying.
Well, it's time to see what has been happening and what people have been saying all over the world. Let's check out the Wandi C feed.
That does not sound like me.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Just check out the feed, please.
Lani says she should have never been in the bottom two in the first place. The sing-offs prove that Bubbles has got the X Factor, baby. There's a tweet from Gavin. My heart goes out to Princess. It is a tough thing to leave X Factor, but you are a star, honey. Believe in yourself. There's another one, Princess. Tsepo Kekane says, Princess, you gave it your all. You are the X Factor.
Tsepo Keka.
Well, there is clearly nothing under about these unders. After the break, we're going to take a look at what it takes to actually make this mega show happen. We'll be right back.
And action. Cut, 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 cut. Ugh. Welcome back to the show. Wandi got to find out about what it takes to bring a production like X Factor to our screens. She gets to talk to the boss man and boss lady who brought X Factor to South African shores, as well as the technical director who brings all the magic to our screens, and the content directors who bring you all the emotions. Wandi, and action.
The man responsible for X Factor South Africa, Mr. Duncan Irvin. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Wendy.
Good. So what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
They are the Catholics of Africa.
I went and secured the license for X Factor and brought it to South Africa and spent about 2.5 years trying to convince SABC that this is a show that they have to have.
Keelan, how do you make such an international format and make it proudly South African?
You couldn't have chosen a better day to ask me that question, because our theme is the Great South African Songbook. So it's an opportunity to take legendary South African music and give it an X Factor spin and just own that space with an international format, but so uniquely, proudly and authentically South African.
I might bring it to South Africa, but essentially what I do after that is I hand it to an incredibly passionate, talented team, and they are the people that have brought us this spectacular show.
So I'm hanging out on the live stage with Taz and Nonzi, content directors for the X Factor live show. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. I love how all the females have got all the big positions, eh?
Yeah.
Runs the world, girls. So tell me, what does the content director do?
We're probably the storytellers of the show. We'll probably shape what you see in the inserts about the contestants, getting to know more about the contestants.
The only thing that really helped me pick myself up was remembering who I'm doing this for, which is my child.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So we're getting some last-minute up sounds for a teaser, which you see at the top of the live show. So
okay.
You always see either the judges or the acts going like, let's do this kind of thing, in the last minute. It's a day before the actual live show.
It seems like the content is very much planned and very much organized. So what I want to know is, what's your biggest fear when it comes to the live show?
We generally freak out about everything until the show.
Yeah. Controlled by that. It's really in Eugene's hands at that point. It's the people that he can make it all come together.
Okay, so Eugene is over there setting up for John Legend, who's going to be here performing.
We haven't had a piano on the X Factor stage before. You can see there's lots of stuff happening down here.
Yeah.
Getting that piano to sound as best as it possibly can.
So technical director does what?
Make sure that everything works technically.
Yeah.
And what people see at home on a screen is as best as it possibly can be.
So what's the most challenging thing that you guys face then on a day-to-day when it comes to putting the production together?
I would say it's probably emotions, because on a show like this, this is probably the biggest dream that any of these contestants have in their lives currently. They've given up so much to be here. They have to give up their lives completely to make it work. So that's probably the thing that's most challenging, is being able to balance telling a story as well as handle the emotions that the person is having.
You do get to know a lot about them and their lives. You definitely get close to them, and we look at them as our kids. We always refer to them as the kids.
When it comes to live show nights, is it hard for you to see someone get eliminated?
Oh, it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard from the beginning because the journey didn't just start here in live shows. We've been with these people from auditions phase, so we've grown with them. From the very first live show when MJ left, it was a bit heartbreaking. I couldn't even bring myself to go say bye to him. Sorry, MJ.
It's not easy. I mean, you can sit at home there and think, oh, she's going home, she made it this far. But for us, it's like saying goodbye to one of your family members.
This is the part of the job that we really hate.
I've got to tell you, it gets hard. You know, you see tens of thousands and then it kind of gets down and down and down. But right now, I mean, you get a Leona Lewis who might not have won, but has gone on to be a great artist. So, I mean, that's the beauty with this show as well, is that it's not just about the winner winning. You know, all the talent that get to the stage have phenomenal careers ahead of them.
It's kind of hard not to get attached to the contestants because we are with them basically every day and getting to know them.
I think probably the worst part would be eliminations. And it just keeps getting tougher as the show progresses. It's one of those things that you never get used to. It just gets worse.
You won't be seeing the end of me. Still gonna come back.
We're having fun, chilling on the red couch. Wandi and Rory.
Yes.
That was amazing.
If Four and Is It Kaza was a group, you guys would be?
Four.
Or Four Is It Kaza? Or Is It Forza?
Or Kaza 4.
Yeah.
Forza.
How was your performance last week? Feel good?
It felt really good, actually.
Really good.
Yeah.
Actually, let's take a look at those performances.
Somebody say.
Kanyisa, that dress looked incredible.
Yeah. Did you know there were like images being projected on that dress?
I knew there was projections, but I didn't know how it looked like.
It
you know?
looked.
I just know that I had to stand and not move. My feet were marked, so where I had to stand and not move. I couldn't even go like this because then the projections would be,
shape,
you know,
yeah. Mongeni, hello. You got so emotional during your
He's
performance.
Still emotional. Look at his shades are on.
There's just too much going on that people are not aware of.
Like what?
There's too much going on backstage. There's too much going on when we're preparing for the show. We're also in a situation whereby we have to choose between our career and our dream, which is a very difficult decision when you are a breadwinner. So everything just, and emotional.
We hear you quite the chef, mister. In the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm good.
Tell us about how you learned how to cook.
Smelling another cook off here.
I think in 2006, there's this Afrikaans white family who actually invited me to their house to come and stay with them. Mariki taught me a lot because I usually had chats with her in the kitchen because we used to have a lot to talk about. She's a music teacher, so we would share a lot of things. And they also my inspiration in my life. The song that we'll be doing next, I'll be doing it for them.
What song are you guys singing?
I'll Be There.
I'll Be There.
Oh, nice. Now, you guys snuck into the studio when Lady Smith Black Mambazo was here the last time.
We had no choice.
We love those people.
And what did you guys do?
We sang.
Sang a song for them.
Yeah, and they said they want to do a collab with us.
Exciting, hey?
Ooh, very exciting.
So then how did you feel when you guys were singing their song, knowing all of this?
We were just praying and hoping that they're seeing the show and they approve of what we did with the song. Because we didn't necessarily do the song, you know, the Black Mambazo way, but we still kept it, you know, like grounded, you know, and then we added, we raved, we classified the song.
And we can download the classified version on iTunes, yes? Yes, all of you, in fact, can actually go onto iTunes and download all the X Factor contestants' live performances on iTunes. Hey, we saw Phone, Izikaza and Namlazi.
Oh, we're driving.
Oh,
we've been very, very busy.
Do you feel like him taking you guys out to gigs like that helps kind of build your guys' confidence?
It does. It teaches us the real world, what's happening outside.
Yeah, and you see him performing live as well, and you see how the people respond to him, and it's like overwhelming because you think, is that going to be me one day? And also, you learn from him, like.
Yeah. And it's proof that also he's proud of us. He took us out to show everyone that these are his people.
So what was it like meeting some fans that outside the competition, you know, fans that are not here at the X Factor doors?
Some fans are really hectic. We were first sitting and waiting until Mosquito went on, and we were all walking down, so he walks first and we're like all following. And there's this girl that comes, and all I feel, she puts her hand on my head and like does this. And I got to be honest, I got really angry.
Why? Why did you get angry?
So my hair. I look like a plant. So I got really angry and I turned around and I think she could see my face. And she was like, "You can't be angry. I voted for you." And I was like, "Thank you."
What are the fans saying on the Wandi C feed?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
We were trending number 6.
What?
Yeah, X Factor was trending number 6 as of Saturday night.
Wow.
So Twitter is absolutely going insane over you guys. We've got our first tweet coming in from Samkeli Siwe, who says, "Ooh, I'm standing waiting for 4. Guess what? Even my mom is screaming at your names." So lovely, guys.
That's so great. Thank you.
You got the moms there, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we have another tweet from Rodney Mavunga, who says, "Izikaza made me cry tonight. What an amazing performance, guys. I'm definitely going to iTunes."
Wow. So we're going to let you all take us into an ad break and go.
We've been having a good time with Izikaza and 4. Let's now go to the ad break.
Check it out on Xtra Factor. Eliezer Wanda, Rory, Wandi C to do it again.
This is our song.
It's a rip of this.
Surprising you.
Surprise.
Did you come and see us first? You can't just go and, you know you can't do it. We need to clear you.
Let's give them the original version, man.
We must, because after we must.
Check it out on Xtra Factor. Eliezer Wanda, Gavin Zonke had to do it again.
Take a look at the overs highlights.
Love the scatterlings of Africa. Each and every one.
Yes.
Take your love and keep it going. I don't need it anymore.
Fortunately for these guys, their chapter in the Great South African Songbook hasn't closed yet. Guys, you're still in it to win it. Ellie, you sang Scatterlings of Africa.
Oh,
Bella Manga.
This is what I signed up for.
Yeah? How did you feel?
Whoa, that song speaks to my heart.
Your mom is a huge fan of Johnny Clegg.
Ooh.
So do you feel like it was a piece of home singing a Johnny Clegg song?
It was my mom's birthday, and it was a revisit to, you know, it was a rendezvous on my face.
That outfit you had on, dude, that was like one of the most amazing jackets I've ever seen with the
Rory was dying
work.
over that outfit.
I kept talking about your jacket.
I hope the people at home, like when the show is finished and stuff like that, they actually take a look at the credits. because like I have nothing to do with it. There are people.
I saw you channeling a bit of Johnny Clegg though. You had a little move in the hip there and the leg.
Like I'm not black, I'm not white, you know. I'm confused.
And how are you feeling live performance?
Wow, I feel that I'm a lover boy, you know. I feel so loved and giving love in return.
We found out that you made top 6 for Pop Stars.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the most tremendous experiences of my life. Yeah. After that experience, you know, I put my mind too much on it and I had too much expectations, you know, about it. Because from that year until 2009, I went through the most worst times of my life. Yeah. So I remember one pastor, he asked me, what would you like God to do for you? I just said to him, I just want God to restore my life again. I just want God to give me my life back again. Then, yes, I was ready. I had to be because I knew what I wanted.
Look at you now.
Look at me now, man. I can't believe myself. Yeah.
Let me suga and find out what the Wandi C feed is saying. It is always going insane for you guys. We've got a tweet coming in from Tolo Ubania. You were so awesome tonight, bruh. You're forever doing my favorite hits.
Can I say something about her? Like, she sent me a tweet about how her late father loves Catalyst and how my performing the song reminded her of that. And she asked me also to do it, you know, in memory, you know.
We have a tweet for Wonderboy as well saying, I am crying, Wonderboy. Can I just say this is what I wanted from you? The high noted more often, they work. That's from Somile Tunyiswa.
Somile, oh, why are you crying, babe? I can sing another song next week that will wipe your tears.
And now it's competition time. Congratulations to David Luvalo, who's last week's winner. You've won yourself a Vodacom Smart Tab 3G. Now, if you're keen to win one of those tablets, all you have to do is answer one simple question. Tell us, whose song did Princess sing in last week's show? Is it A, Sonke, B, Zahara, or C, Lira? SMS the word extra and your answer A, B, or C to the number 33123, and you'll find out if you are a winner in next week's show. Remember, SMSs cost R1.50 and T's and C's apply.
This week was a great South African songbook with musical diversities. Amazing. Dave Jenkins, you're like a cultural
melting pot.
Melting pot.
A cultural melting pot.
Durban Maskandi.
I grew up in Impangeni, and at a young age I developed an interest in Zulu culture and Zulu music, and I followed my idols, Upuza Kemisi, Hashelem Mhlophe, Mfazi Omnyama, the Maskandi greats, and then I found the music of Johnny Clegg, who brought together traditional Zulu music and Western styles. I mean, it's an honor to be compared to Johnny Clegg and what he's done in the past and what he continues to do. And but I am bringing in my own flavor, you know, into the music industry, and which is very important.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Tomorrow night, the X Factor roller coaster ride continues.
The 5 remaining finalists take to the stage with lyrics that inspire.
It's a show not to be missed, so make sure you tune in on SABC 1 at 6 p.m.
Radio 2000 will be broadcasting live from the X Factor venue, with Bongani bringing you the weekend special show.
So from us here in Durban, Salagahle.
Deuces.